It's the fifth day of community protests outside the Glencore-Rhovan Mine in Bethanie Village. The long-standing impasse is fueled by rampant underdevelopment of the community, increasing youth unemployment, lack of equitable local economic opportunities, and a lack of meaningful participation of Bakwenaba in the overall strategic management of the Rhovan operations for the last 32 years. This despite the mining operations being on the land of Bakwenaba and the nation owing a 26% stake in the mine. Protesters say that they will halt their protests once they've been addressed by top management of the mine on issues affecting them. SABC News Ofentse Setimo is outside the mine.
Glencore-Rhovan Mine has been mining vanadium here in Bethanie for the past 32 years, but unfortunately the community of this particular area say there's a serious underdevelopment and lack of employment at this particular mine, despite the community actually owning about 26% stake at the mine and the land where the mine is actually operating. Well, I'm actually joined now by Khosana Batlile Mokgotsi to elaborate on a myriad of issues affecting the community in this area. Can you just explain to us, you mentioned underdevelopment, you also mentioned the issue of unemployment. Can you elaborate on the issues that you have with the mine, actually enforcing this particular protest that's happening here for the past 5 days?
As far as we are concerned, we would like the mine to comply with all the regulations specified by the government in regard to employment, socio-economic activities such as schools and the likes.
Yes. Can you just explain in terms of what kind of services have you received from the mine or lack thereof?
So far, I can say there are no services that we have been receiving from the mine besides bits of water that they are supplying. That's all I can say about the mine. Besides the water, the tanks that they supplying water to the community, there's very little they are offering to the community.
What is it that you'd like to see happening? I understand that this is an issue that comes from a long time ago where you've tried to address the issue, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be resolved. It's more of an impasse.
I would like to see all our villages improving in regard to the structure and schools and roads and such things. So unfortunately we are not realizing that from Glencore.
And how are the engagements going with the management of the mine?
The management of the mine doesn't want to come down to the community leaders who properly are leading the village to come and discuss issues that we need from them. I don't know who are they meeting behind our backs, because even if you can look at our offices, it's such a disgrace with such a big project on our land.
Yes. And I heard you mention that, the 26% stake that the community owns is actually not enough, as the land belongs to the community itself. And in fact, they should be prioritized in terms of employment. Just explain a bit more.
As far as we are concerned, much as we are the owners of the land, I'm expecting at least 70% of the population of Bakwenaba being employed by Rhovan instead of having all the contractors from outside who come with their employees and then they disregard the people of the village who are supposed to be benefiting more than anybody else.
But you've been here 5 days already and it doesn't seem like, your demands are being taken to heart. If management is actually listening now of Glencore Mine and the government is actually watching right now, what message do you want to send to the powers that be to address some of these issues?
We would like to meet the top management of the company Glencore, which employed Rhovan to come and mine on their behalf on our land. If we can meet the top management of Glencore, and then we would be pleased, because we would like to address so many issues that they've not been doing right since arriving on our land.
Do you have any examples of other communities that are partnering with mines in terms of their partnership, how you would want things run here?
I don't have a vast experience regarding other communities that have mines on their land so far. But we would like to engage with them so that they enlighten us about how we must go about dealing with this Glencore-Rhovan Mine.
Thank you very much. Well, as you can hear, this is one of the Khosana who's actually residing here in Bethanie, actually saying that they would like to have more engagement, especially with senior management of Glencore-Rhovan, to try and find ways in which the community can benefit. He's actually saying some of the townships that surround this particular mine are actually underdeveloped, and in fact the youth unemployment there is quite high, whereas the mine is prioritizing outsiders for employment and for contracts, of which he's saying is wrong, and they should actually rather prioritize the locals here.